Black females are best suited as mates for white men more than they are for black men. The black female, as she is today, makes a better mate, wife, and mother for white males. And I'll tell you why. They're nicer to white men, right? They're more submissive. They're more inviting. Sometimes when you listen to them interact with white men, you don't even recognize them. That's how much they change. The bad attitude just goes out the window. They're more at ease. They're not as on edge as they are when they're dealing with black men. Right? This is a better foundation for a healthy relationship. Black women don't stereotype white men the way they stereotype black men. Black men have to deal with stereotypes that were invented by black women. Some by black women and some by white media, which of course black women adopted and advocated. When a woman looks at you through a bunch of stereotypes, even if she's with you, it causes social relation problems. It skews the way she views you, and it'll distort her whole perception of you, even if she's married to you. You'll end up having social problems, having arguments. She'll end up, saying things about you that she wouldn't say to a white man. Right? This is also one of the keys to a healthy relationship, because with white men, she don't have no stereotypes against white men. Right? So she's going to make a better wife, a better mate, friend, a partner with a white man. Traits. Black women have a much higher appreciation for the traits of white men than she does for black men. If you think for 1 minute that black women value brown eyes as much as she does ice blue eyes, you're kidding yourself. They're much more mesmerized and captivated and fascinated by blue eyes than they are by brown eyes. Brown eyes ain't nothing to them. It's just a typical eye color. But they have orgasms over blue eyes. Right? They go completely nuts. If you watch them on Facebook, sometimes they'll post a picture of a man, or sometimes they'll post, pictures of children, usually little girls who they think is a attractive girl. Oftentimes, the man or the child have blue eyes because they're just crazy about blue eyes. Right? They wear the blue contacts. And when they do wear blue contacts, they'll hold their eyes open as wide as possible. I know a lot of y'all seen them because they want everybody to notice their pretty blue eyes. If you think for 1 minute that black women value woolly hair as much as they value fine, straight hair, you kidding yourself. All you got to do is look at them. I don't even need to elaborate on that. As a matter of fact, when they wear woolly hair, that's out of the norm. Right? That's a rare thing to see. Natural is abnormal for them. The core of their grooming habits and their culture, as far as hair, is to have straight hair. It's been that way for decades, over 100 years now. We all know for a fact they have a much higher value for straight hair than they do for woolly hair. It's undeniable. Fair skin. They definitely have a higher value for light skin than they do for dark skin. No question. If you think for 1 minute that black women will be just as excited about having a black child as they will about having a biracial child, you kidding yourself. As I said in another video, I doubt they abort biracial children at all. When they know they got a biracial child on the way, they are ecstatic. They're happy. Ain't no way they aborting no biracial child. They're going to show that child off. They can't wait to get around other people and their kids, other black people and they black kids, so they can bring their mulatto child, because they know how black people crazy about biracial kids, right? So she has a higher value for the whole biology of white males than she does for black males, which makes her a better mother for biracial children than black children. She's much less likely to be abusive, especially to boys, because they're most abusive to boys. When the boys are, babies, infants, it's okay. But once they get around 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, that's when they suffer a lot of abuse, when they're going through adolescence. Both physical and verbal abuse. And the verbal abuse is usually very extreme. They're much less likely to do that with biracial children. I would argue that they're not going to be abusive to biracial children. So being with white men and having babies by white men, having white men's kids, they'll turn out to be a better mother on top of being a better wife. Right? And they'll be happier. So in all, black women are better mates for white men than they are for black men. And I think black women should continue to pursue white males. Do the black man a favor. Be with the man who makes you a better person, a better wife, and a better mother. Right? We don't need any more abortions. Black women have killed more blacks than the Klan. Abortions is the #1 killer. You can add up all the other killers of black people, violent crime, heart attacks, whatever. Add them all up. Abortions surpass it all by far, even when you add them all up. So we're at the crossroads. This is a crisis. Something needs to be done, because you are a vicious murderer of black children, because you hate blackness just that much. It's because you're not going where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be with that white man because you are his creation. That's why you're better suited for him. And that's why you kill so many black babies. That's why you're so abusive to so many black children. And that's why you instill an inferiority complex in black children and subliminally teach them that white is superior. And that's why you're destroying the whole race, you and you alone, because you are the first installers of culture. As the woman goes, so does the race. So do your race a favor if you truly care about them. Stop producing them. Go have children for white men. Your creator. Stay tuned.